Welcome to the 2017 SCAC Men's and Women's Cross Country Media Days. I'm Rachel Gibbon with Dallas head coach Matt Barber and seniors Angela Moore and Peter DeTar. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're happy to be here.
Great. Matt, how have your athletes trained so far this season?
How? Well, we've got a weekend, so we started classes today. Today's the first day of classes, so it's our first day off. We did 2-a-days pretty much for the first week. Did a lot of cross training, got our first full team long run in, and have done a few speed workouts. So we're just kind of barely introducing the training schedule, but it's been good so far.
And I've noticed there's lots of freshmen and sophomores on both the men's and women's squads this year. How have they been transitioning into the first week of practice?
Well, so far it hasn't been too bad. I imagine as some of them run their first 8Ks, that'll be when the real transition starts. But they're just getting used to a little bit more miles, getting used to balancing classes this coming week. Been good so far, though Peter and Angela are going to help me integrate them into the UD college life. So.
And Angela and Peter, how have you guys been leading by example for the younger team?
You go ahead.
All right. Well, I tried when we started out. I warned them beforehand that in the past the team, especially for recovery runs, often tended to break off to people who found their own pace that they felt comfortable at for recovery runs. But this year, so far, we've done all of our runs together, which has been great. And so I've been trying to go off that. We're actually both working on trying to get a few days together this semester where we can really work on team bonding more than we have in the past years.
Yeah, and so I've been in physical therapy, so I haven't actually been able to go out and run with the team. But there is another cross-country runner who is also undergoing physical therapy as well, so it's nice to talk to her. And then whenever we're in the gym together, either doing strengths or cross-training, then I get to see him as well. But yes, my main focus has been working on planning team events, both together as a group and then men's and women's separately.
All right. And Coach, are you excited to be hosting an Invitational this year?
Yeah, so this is our third year hosting it. It's the third time I've been able to host an event. And I love it. I try to restrict it to maybe 9 teams or so. Our trails get pretty crowded on the first lap because they're just straight up in the woods on hills and curves. And so, I mean, coaches, we love the course. I don't know if athletes always love the course.
I love it.
I love it. It's fun.
Well, we like it. But I'm really excited to host it again this year. I think we have 8 or 9 schools said they're coming, so we're right about the ideal size. So it should be fun. It's the last 5K of the year too. We get a week off and go to conference, so it's always fun to end at a 5K at home.
Perfect. Angela, what's one thing you'll miss about being with this team after you graduate?
Oh man, so this last fall was actually my first time I ever got to run a full season of cross country. I wasn't able to do track before either, and also due to injuries. And the thing that I missed most going into this spring, because I didn't do track, was the team. I mean, it really makes a huge difference when you're out there with everyone else and running and getting swayed together, and then even the small, really lovely things like seeing the sunrise when we get to the top of the hill at the lacrosse field. It's really great, and that's definitely something I'm going to miss again.
And Peter, what's one thing you've been training on for this upcoming season, personally?
For myself, it's been just trying to improve leg speed more than anything else. I have no problem with endurance. I really, really love the longer races. Like if I had my say, we'd do a 10-mile race. But I'm weird that way. So I have to really work on improving my leg speed versus my endurance.
Okay. And Coach, what do your athletes have to do for you to consider it a successful season?
They need to get, obviously I want each of them to get better. I want each of us to improve over the course of the year, but especially with how young the team is, I want them to successfully be able to balance schoolwork to where they're able to sleep, and they're able to perform their best on a given day. So if someone PRs, but they've been sleeping 4 hours a week that week, it was still good. Obviously we got better, but there was something left on the table. So I want them to successfully be able to balance school life, and then we know that we got everything else out of them when they're able to sleep and eat well, for the whole season. So progress ultimately, but kind of progress, as a person, and then it'll manifest itself hopefully at conference. So.
Perfect. I like the way you think. Well, that's all I have for you guys today, and I can't wait to see you guys on the cross country courses this season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rachel.